And within the context of UC, Unified Communications, is it at Avaya essentially just voice, or is there more to the story there?
I think that's a place where maybe the industry and I are a bit at odds, because we took like all the seats in the world and we dumped them in this bucket called UC. And I just don't think they're all as similar as everybody else thinks. So take the couple of examples earlier. There's some communications that take place that are really critical. Hospitals, government, those are a couple of examples, right? There's certainly places that you still see those phones that play a pretty significant role in places like retail, maybe a little less critical, but like still really important, right? Making things happen. I think that's really different from the type of communication that's needed for some not part-time knowledge worker that's in a cube that needs to communicate with some of their other coworkers, right? And then and we'll give them a shout out, right? I know you've spent some time with Eric at Zoom. Like there's the heavy collab players too, right? And those three things are not the same to me. And so when people ask me questions about UC in the job that I'm in, my brain goes to these places where the communications are really critical in nature and oftentimes are kind of engaged because something in a contact center happened. So maybe it's you land with some emergency service, and then that emergency service has to pass you off to somebody in perhaps law enforcement. Like you want that communication to be super reliable and super high quality.
People's lives are at stake
in
some cases.
Yeah. And I don't like to go too far out there and get over my skis on it, but yeah, it's true. Like there's some communications in the world that's really critical. And by the way, when I fly around the world and I see customers, a huge portion of those customer visits are to people that take voice communications really, really seriously. And I don't think that's the same thing as, and by the way, it's not at Avaya either, because we use this for our employees. There's a different grade of communications infrastructure we use with the broad employee base. So I take, I guess, a little bit of issue with just like bucketing all the seats together, because I don't think they're the same. I think there's this portion that's really focused on collab, portion that's focused on sort of cheap and cheerful communication. And then there's this critical infrastructure. And, critical communications infrastructure is a place where this company has played for its entire lifetime. And we're never going to give that up.
No, absolutely not. Let's switch gears a little bit here and talk about the future of UC at Avaya. Do you have any plans that you can reveal for 2026 about where Unified Communications is going at Avaya and Avaya Infinity?
See, this is always why you're so good at your job. Right? You're going to try to. So listen, I'm not going to commit a roadmap item on camera or anything. I'll go back to what I said a second ago. I think our customers expect those critical communications infrastructure, for lack of a better word, seats, to come as part of an Avaya solution. And we want to make sure we give them a complete solution.